Hi and welcome everyone to episode 54. Going fast. So as requested, I'm gonna do the coding in two separate videos. So coding in one video, building in the next one. Yeah, since we last left off, I've added a few changes to my code. As you can see, I removed the I/O for the I/O expander because you can't connect an I/O expander to a computer. It's got 6 sides which you can send signals to. So I just added the side in here and I put the color into quotes. Further on, I've added the print for the amount. Show select an amount, please select how many, and then the proper item name, so that's how many stacks. And I copied the show list function into the bit down below show amount function, and that only takes the quantity, and it's just gonna increase. If you press the right arrow, it's gonna increase with 10. If you press the left arrow, it's gonna decrease with 10. So this way you can select a number, and that's actually it. And yeah, it's practically the same as what we had, so that's why I just copied it. And I've also added the question to the list. So if we run the program, compress, it's not with a capital, you get the item selection like we already had. It's gonna request how many you want, so for example crates, and then it's gonna ask how many crates you want to compress. So up arrow is increasing the number, and if you press the right arrow, it's increasing by 10. So if I want 12 crates, that means that's a total of 108 items which are being compressed. Last tiny small change is I want to edit the startup and just let the shell run this program. So if the computer restarts, it's gonna automatically start this program. So save it, exit. So if you hold down Control and R for a while, it's gonna reboot the computer, and as you see, it's showing the selection list. So 10 crates, 11. Now, because I want to go back to the beginning of this question and start all over again. Let's see, edit isn't in there anymore. Compress. Edit, compress, and we're going to send messages to the computer which is going to handle this. So for every time, for now I will do while message doesn't equal quit, then while it's due. And we're going to add a end. Now it doesn't know the message, so let's make sure it's gonna get a message. It doesn't have a wireless modem at the moment, so that's gonna be a bit odd, but okay. Let's see if it works. So if you want to receive a message, you're going to do ID, which is the computer ID, which is sending the message. Then you get the message itself, and then you get the distance to the computer. And that's going to equal rednet.receive, which you can find on the wiki. It's pretty easy. So this computer is, after the final question, it's going to wait for a message to be received. So over here we're gonna print, print sending request. There we go. So save, exit, restart, No errors were made. So let's request 10, and I want 1 item. So as you can see, it's now waiting for a message, which of course is not gonna happen. So I'm holding down Control plus T, and I'm gonna edit compress, because now comes the part where we open up the modem. So if it's sending a request, I want to open up a site. So rednet dot open, and we're gonna do the modem on the back. And I don't know why I used single quotes, but and after it received a message, we're gonna print out the ID, or let's do it like this. If the message equals okay, then we're gonna print request successful, and we're gonna tell the OS to sleep for a second, I guess, and NTF statement, and we're gonna, over here, we're gonna do rednet dot close back, so it's gonna close the modem, so it won't be able to receive anything else. I think that's because we're waiting here for a message. Maybe it's easier if we do it. No, because it's getting the message on the end. It doesn't really matter. So yeah. Save, exit, restart, compress, then expected. Of course. Don't forget. If then it is. So go all the way down. Man. If message equals then. Oops. Man, a lot of oopses today. Yeah, restart. And there we go. Great, 11. And terminate. So, there we go. Now we need to make a modem. I haven't made a modem. Right, okay, wireless modem. That's not too bad. Nothing on me. Nope. Okay. Let's do 16. 16 of you. 2 of you. And I need a glass pane. 7 of you. And a piece of redstone. Because we need to start writing our second computer, or making our second computer. There we go, we've got a new computer, and now let's create the wireless modems. So there we go, now attach it to the back of this one. So that way it can make contact. Yeah. Ooh, that's a bit ugly. Sending requests. Okay. So now if it receives, and yeah, let's get some fancy blocks. Yeah, that will be enough. So now we need to set up our second computer, which is gonna wait for a message. And that computer is, I guess, doesn't really matter, but center of the room might be nice. And we're gonna put the, I think, the modem on top of it. Yeah. Yeah, we go. And yeah, now we need to make a program. So edit serving serve, edit serve. I don't know. And yeah, first of all, this one is going to open a connection and listen for a message all the time. So yeah, I really want to start compressing these as well. Let's first label this computer, and so save it, exit it, and label set serve. The ID is number 1. Okay, so that's easy to remember. Edit serve, and starting off with just the sites, local sites equals a table, and I'm just gonna give it all sites, so left and right, top, bottom, it's got a front, it's got a back, and that's 6 of them, right? Left, right, top, bottom, front, back. Okay. And then for sides, we're just gonna reset the cables for all of them. rs dot set output bundle, and then it's the site, and we're gonna give it a 0. So this way we make sure all the signals are off on all sites. And oh, I'm gonna do it in my startup, so I'm gonna print out a message, and that's gonna be starting serve compress, I don't know, just a random message, and we're gonna tell the 0.5, we're just gonna tell the system to sleep. So if you reboot the computer, you'll get a short message. Otherwise, you'll just get a blank screen, and you don't know if the computer has been restarted. So, and let's clear the terminal before we do that. Yeah, and then it's just gonna be the same. So message. First, it's gonna send out the PC ID, and PC ID, I will do it like this, and the distance equals rednet receive, waiting for a message, and we need to open up the modem, so rednet dot open, I'm gonna call it top. Yep. So that's just yeah, beginning of the message, and that's gonna be okay, I think. So if I run serve, do expect it, yeah. Man, oh man, I'm so used to PHP, I just forget all these crucial words to add. Serve, attempt to call null on line 10. Set output bundle site. Oh right, I written down site, but it's fee at the moment. So let's keep it like this. Save, exit, serve. Attempt to call nil. Is that a function? Let me check real quick. Alright, it's definitely set bundled. Output set bundled. So you have to be correcting your words. Bundled output, and that should be correct. Serve. Still. Set bundled output. Wow, that's hard. Alright, gonna check again. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, found the problem. It isn't output, but output. Man, it's tiny problems. And I didn't do 0.5, but I think I did a bit too much. Edit serve, and we're gonna do. Okay, so beginning is done. We're waiting for a message, and now we need to read the message. Edit startup, and just do a shell.run. Serve. I'm so used to other programs, man. So if I reboot now, this is what you're going to see. And it's blank. Nice. Okay, the message is going to be composed of these edit, compress. It's going to be composed of these several things, of course. It's gonna be the item ID, so rednet send computer ID 1, and that's what we have checked. I'm going to make a string send equals, and that's gonna be the message which is gonna be sent. And it's gonna be with commas. So let's concatenate that. First off, it's gonna be the S item, the ID of the item, so it knows which item to do. That's actually not necessary. We can just tell it which color and how many times it needs to pulse, doesn't it? Yeah, because it doesn't need to know much more. That's quite nice. So yeah, the amount is going to be the quantity, and the amount of that. So for example, stack is 72, and we need to divide it by 9 and multiply the amount we wanted to have. So that's gonna be the times it needs to pulse, because if you remember, crates consists of 9 items, so that's why we need to divide it by 9, and then just multiply it by the times we requested. So if I want to do one item, we need to add in an error. So let's remind us, error if amount is less than 9. Because if the amount is less than 9, you cannot create a crate of it, so we have to insert an error there. Okay, that's for later on. So for now, what we're going to send is the quantity, and then we're going to add a comma, and then we're going to add which color do we want to pulse. So that's the S item color, again followed by a comma, and then we want to tell it which side of the computer it needs to pulse. So that's our message, and we're gonna send this message to the computer over here, and let me see. We're all going to do it on the back, right? Yeah. So that's something the other computer is going to receive. So let's give it a try. Now it's waiting for the message. Okay, so alright, that's the fun maybe. And that's it. So save this, exit it, and let's go to the other side and tell it that if it's received a message. So terminate it. It needs to print it out. Edit serve. Rednet.open top, and there's the message. And we're just gonna print out the message. That's it. Yep. And we're gonna tell it to serve, starting to serve compress. There we go. I should also set the cursor position, but it's not really necessary right now. So let's compress. Select in, I want 72, and that's 8 crates, so let's do 2. It's a total of 144 items. Let's see what the computer received over here. It received 16, which is correct, so it's 8 crates because we requested 2 stacks on the orange wire, and it's gonna go on the back. So yeah, basic system is in place. Now we need to decompile this message, and for that I'm gonna paste something in. Normally I use, for PHP I use the function explode, and in JavaScript I use split. So I've been googling on the internet, and yeah, I found a function which does the explode. So let me paste it in, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. It's the function explode. It's I don't even know what it's all doing, but it's going to explode the message. So let's see. How can I make this clear? So it's going to explode it to a table. So I'm going to make the message equals explode, and it takes a sign. I think this is like so. So it's going to explode the message on a comma and return the table with the individual parts. So I can print out message 1, print message 2, and print message 3 because it consists of 3 parts. So let's see if that's working by just commenting out this one and telling it that message equals something like 16 orange and sides back, right? Okay, save and exit. So if we then run serve, it didn't do anything. I might have changed them around. So message might have been something like this. Yep, and there you go. So we've got 3 separate lines with the amount, the color, and the side. So that's something we can use to pulse. So first off, it's going to be the amount. So, well, do we need? Yeah, okay. Let's make it local. I don't know if we need local. It doesn't seem to make any difference. But so the amount equals message 1 local the color equals message 2, and the site, this is by the way a number, equals message 3. Now we've got all the different functions. Yeah, let's tell it to pulse. So we're going to do pulse wire. I don't know. Sounds like a nice function name, right? For n amount on S color on S site, and or yeah. I'm just gonna do the pulse one more, just like so, and we're just doing for I equals 0 and S amount do, yeah, pulse the wire, and that's it. So now all we need to do is read or write this function pulse wire with a color in its side, of course. So after this one, we're gonna do a function pulse wire equals function, and it's gonna be a color and a side, and the function. So let me see how you write this down, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is too difficult because we just can use the set bundled output to the right color inside. So color, and then we need the current color, and then the site, and then we're gonna sleep for a specified amount of time. Sleep, and that's gonna be s.sleep, and we're gonna tell it delay divided by 2, because I want to tell it to send it, for example, in half a second. Then I want it to sleep here and reset the signal, so send the 0 and do it again. rs.set no bundled outputs, and let's say colors, color, nope, reset it 0 site, and I think I did this the wrong way around because it's site and then which color, so let's do the same over here. So there we go, and of course tell it to sleep again, the half of the delay divided by 2. So that's all we need to do. I think we should be good to go. So if we would test this, I need some bundled cabling and put it on the back. It would pulse 16 times on the back. Oh. Well, let's check out and save it. Let's first see if it's going to run. For limit must be a number. Where did I go wrong? 54. The S amount. Right, because it's a number, we have to give it the to number. And that's not with capitals. Because the amount, if you explode it, I think it's gonna return a string. So just to be safe, do it like this, and the limit must be a number. Well, it is a number, right? N amount. Wow, typo there. Rhythmic diff on nil and number. So dividing doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because I didn't set the local delay. So local delay equals 0.5. And let's run it again. And there we go. So it should be pulsing 16 times. But we can't check that now. So let's terminate it and check it real quick. Why doesn't it... it isn't waiting for a message, right? Nope. Okay. Let's get a bundled cable and a few colors. Maybe a redstone light. Well, I'll see. I'll be right back. Now, to visualize this, I've added the jacketed colored wire and some colors, of course, to test this. So that's connected to, as you can see, it connects nicely to the back of the computer. So if we would edit surf, and just 16 is a bit too much to count, so let's say we're going to let it pulse 3 times on orange. That should be okay. And restart. Let's make sure we can see the left side over here where the orange wire is. And restart. 1, 2, 3. So 4. And there's our mistake. We went from 0. Always good to test from 0 to the amount, and we need to start from 1. So restart again. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 pulses, and let's see if we can do the magenta one. So edit surf magenta. So let's do 3 times magenta. Save and exit. Restart. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, that's working fine. So that was a bit too fast, but so now what we can do is comment this out and just use the message we receive amount color inside. Did I do that right? Let's save this for now. Did I do it color amount side, or did I write it differently? Edit compress, go all the way down. Amount color side, yep, okay, amount color side, that's what I did over here as well. Amount color side, yep. Okay, so we want this to loop, so we're going to do the same over here. While message doesn't equal quit, do the following. Yep. And just to top it off, we need to send the sending PC or the sending computer that the request was successful. So rednet.send, and we're going to send the PC ID following message, which it is requesting, and that's okay. That's what it's waiting for. And yeah, should be fine there. And if we do quit, we want to rednet.close the top. So we're closing the modem. Save, exit, and surf. Nope. Just restarted surf, starting to surf compress. No errors were made. All signals are off, and over here we're gonna do a test. Now I'm gonna use the delay so we make it in time to see if we can if it's working. So as soon as we press, we're doing an OS.sleep. 5 seconds should be enough to make it to the other side. And let's see if it's okay. And that should be it. So restart. 10 crates, and I want 5 pulses, so 5. Sending request. Will we make it in time? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof, that was a bit tricky. So let's improve on that delay. We're gonna send coal, a crate. Ooh, no, first. And I'm gonna remove that edit compress, and I'm gonna remove that error. Please use the errors, else just go on with your business and just ignore this. And we're gonna do a delay of 10, so we've got plenty of time to run over there. Save, exit, restart, call crates, and let's request 5. Sending a request for 5. So let's wait 10 seconds. Now that should be 10 already, shouldn't it? Did it create an error or something? Or did we make a mistake in our program over here? Could be. I didn't read the message. But it's been reset already, so... And there's something going wrong with the else. So else... There the line. And so yeah. Should we just do it like this? I don't know, but... I don't know actually why it's doing that. But we've also added the... Wait, os.sleep. Rednet.send. os.sleep 10. What color did we give? White, orange, magenta? Oh, did you see that? I think it did do it, but my magenta one is set to side right and not the back side. So that's gonna help. And print sending requests os.sleep 10. That's a good thing we test. So restart it, and let's request call again, a crate, and I want 5. So now it's sleeping for 10 seconds. And are we in time to see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That were 5 pulses, so that's working. Our system is working online and booting up in the right position, ready to serve us files. And yeah, so I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to get started on the second part of our video, and that's the building process. So see you in the second video. If you wanted to only see the coding, then hope to see you in the next episode. But for now, I'm going to clean this up and start building the next part. So see you in a bit.